Hi everyone, it's Nicole and I'm here to work on So Many Books, So Little Time by Diamond Art Club. It is a 56 by 109, 53 colors. It is a square diamond painting and we're starting a new section today. Yay! I'll start with that one down here, which is container 49 and it is DMC 3782. There's quite a bit on the diamond painting here, so we're going to put lots on the tray. And today is a very sad day. I've been crying a lot. I mean, nothing bad happened. It's just that my baby went home today. He moved away a while ago. And it's been a year since I've seen him. And last week, I think I talked about how he was on his way home and they broke down and we had to get a hotel room for him and get the car fixed. And then he had to drive back home. They got the car fixed a little bit more, got new tires. They got here last Friday. Which, I don't even know what day that was. August 30th? Or something like that. August 31st, maybe? Whatever. Today's September 6th. And he left this morning. Got up at 7. Got all their stuff all packed up in the car. And then we had breakfast and they left. And already, it's almost been 2 hours that he left. And all I keep thinking is, I'm sorry. It's going to be a year. Okay, let's see if I can stop crying. I might have to change the subject. Last year it took me like 2 weeks. If you have kids that live away from home, how do you do it? Okay, I think I'll be okay. He's the first one that moved away from home, so I'm finding it really hard. I mean, I'm used to seeing my kids all the time and even my grandkids, right? Like, I see my grandkids all the time. I think last week I didn't see Mason for a whole week and it was like, hey, when he came over, it was like, hey, bud. He hugged me for like 5 minutes. Every time he'd go by, he'd hug me, We're just, and I see Lexi like, well, now I have her 3 times a week and I saw her all weekend. I saw her Saturday. I saw her Sunday. I saw her Monday. I saw her Tuesday. I saw her Wednesday. I saw her Thursday. Now I probably won't see her till next Monday. But Katie might come over on the weekend, maybe on Sunday. She usually, or maybe even on Saturday. Maybe both. So I might see her. They don't stay long, like maybe an hour or so, but because even though I see the baby, all week, I see Katie minutes, minutes in the morning and minutes at night before she takes the baby home or whatever. Sometimes she'll have supper here. And, but I don't know. And I think it's because he was the last one. I thought he was gonna be here, till we got old and then when we were gone, he was gonna have the house kind of thing, because the other ones are, a little bit more independent than what he was. Oof. That was hard. And 2, I think it was hard because because it was supposed to be the week before, like Dave had taken the week off there. This week Dave had to work, so we literally did nothing. Do you know what I mean? Like we were gonna go out and do stuff. Like we did nothing. We had a couple of bonfires on Saturday. Yeah, on Saturday, everybody came over, like my mom and her husband and Katie, and my mom slept over, and they stayed till Sunday at 3. And I made like a big meal Saturday night. But I spent a lot of that time like cooking and stuff. Do you know what I mean? Like, so, and then we had a bonfire Saturday night. My sister, like Dave's sister, came over, so he got to see his aunt too, you know, and Mason was over, so Mason was over Thursday, Friday. He was here Friday when they got here. That was kind of fun. When they turned onto our road, I could hear the dog just barking, like he recognized the house, and then he saw us on the deck because he had texted me and said we're 20 minutes away. So at 15 minutes, I went outside, you know, and I could hear the dogs. Well, we all went outside, and I could hear the dog just losing it. And I told you that he had gotten the big C, so we had put test in, because I can't get it, right? Because I can't give it to the baby and that kind of stuff. So we had put the test in the trailer, and they went, and so we couldn't even hug him right away. We had to wait 20 minutes. So they went, they tested, they were negative because they didn't have any tests at home. And I didn't want them to waste money on that, you know. They had to fix their car. So I said, we have some here. Just drive here and you can just test when you get here. And anyway, so I'm just a mama with a broken heart today. So they want to go to Costco, and I'm like, Costco doesn't open till 10. And, you know, if you don't have to drive in the dark, like, don't do it. You know, they got here really late on Friday. I hate that. The moose around here, like, it's so bad, you know. And anyway, so they left early. Then they wanted to go to Costco, and I said, it doesn't open till 10, but there's a Costco in Fredericton, which is an hour and a half. And I said, by the time you get there, it'll be open. It'll be like 10:30. It's pretty much right off the highway. And then I showed them on the map, like when you leave, like just turn right, and then you'll meet up again with the highway that you want to be on. So they put it in their Google map, and because the Costco that they have in their city, it doesn't have a pharmacy, and allergy pills are really cheap, you know, at Costco and just that kind of stuff. So anyway, they should be there now. They're probably running around Costco right now, because they left here was 9:07. And it's an hour and a half, so they're probably just driving into, you know, to Costco right now. I don't know why they didn't go to our Costco while they were here. Always wait till the last minute, eh, kids? Then they wouldn't have had to stop today. It gives the dog a break. So anyway, the dog was just hugging us. He hugs, like he comes up to you and he puts his head down on your lap or against you, and he leans totally against you. It's so cute. So while they were here, because we have a walk-in shower, right? So they washed the dog, shaved him. I think I mentioned that before, that I bought like a really good dog shaver. And they've been shaving him, you know. He's a golden doodle, so his fur gets quite matted. Oh, he was so nice. His fur was so nice, and he was just like running around, you know, he just loves it. And anyway, they washed him before they gave him a bath. Then they went to the beach yesterday, and then they gave him another bath. So he's all nice and clean and smells all nice. But I said, oh my gosh, I'm going to be vacuuming dog fur for 2 weeks, you know, not used to that. I was vacuuming. So probably this afternoon after I'm doing a live. So I thought I'd do this before the live. I thought, oh, I filmed upstairs. I did a video for Patreon, but as long as I don't talk about it, then I'm okay. But I did one, and I'm like, oh, I can't do another one. So I did a couple of organizing, and then I'm like, you know what? I'm going to go do the, what do you call it? Diamond painting. I should be okay to do that. And I lose it. Wow. And I'm not a crier. I am not a crier. You know, I just am not. And then on, did Katie come on Sunday? I can't remember now. I know my mom, yeah, Katie came on Sunday. I started cooking in the morning. I did a lot of cooking. I was like, oh, I'm so exhausted. It's going to take me a week to... I was already exhausted before they got here, right? Because I was prepping to make sure I didn't have to film too much while they were here. Although Josh likes to sleep in, so... But also I was watching the babies. But I was getting up at 6 in the morning and filming. So I still did quite a few videos. And anyway, so on Saturday night, after the campfire, I came in and I had quite a bit of sourdough starter, like the leftovers, the discard. And so I made 3 batches of waffles because there was quite a few people here. And so I got up the next morning and started making waffles. And then Dave, I think, made bacon too. And so I made the waffles, and then I wanted to make a carrot zucchini cake. So as soon as I finished that, I had 2 or 3 zucchinis I had to grate up. So I did that, and I made the carrot zucchini cake, and I made cheesecake inside. I just finished cleaning the whole kitchen, and I get a text from Katie saying, is it okay if we come over? I don't feel like cooking. Can you cook for me? And I was like, by this point, it's 2 o'clock in the afternoon. I've been cooking since 9. I'm exhausted. I'm like, oh my gosh, I have to cook some more. But then I remembered that I had made spaghetti sauce. So when she got here, I'm like, are you okay with spaghetti? Like, my legs are killing me. My back is killing me. She goes, oh yeah, that's perfect. So anyway, I just had to put noodles on. In the meantime, Jess was coming over. So when she got here, I was just going to start making the noodles. I'm like, do you want spaghetti too? So she was like, yeah. So I made spaghetti for her. And then my mom and they all left around 3. And then I went and laid down for a bit because everybody was gone. Josh, they went bowling with his friends. So I went and laid down, put heat on, didn't do too much. By that point, I did not feel like filming. So Monday morning, I got up and I filmed quite a few, 2 or 3 videos or whatever. And then Katie came with Lexi and her friend. And then then I was like, do you guys want to stay for supper? And it was like, yeah. So then it was like another big supper. I can't remember. What did we make? We made steaks, ribs, veggies. Now, thankfully, I cut up, a lot of like veggies and stuff. Actually, I got to do that this afternoon. I wonder if I should film it. I should film it and show you how I prep for that, because it was so easy that I just had to cut up potatoes, like baby potatoes. So I got that done early, quite early. I made a salad and like a macaroni salad with eggs. One with eggs, one without. And then we had supper. So with that comes a lot of dishes, right? But I'm really good at cleaning as I go. So then after supper, I make sure that the dishwasher is empty. And then it's just a matter of putting all the dishes in the dishwasher. So that was Monday. Then I watched the baby Tuesday and Wednesday. Then Wednesday night, Josh was like, I want to make pickled jalapenos. So after the baby went home, we we bought 2 big things of jalapenos at Costco. Comes it almost 1,000 grams, and it was only $6.99. There was like 20 jalapenos in there. So he helped me. We cut it all up. I made the brine, and then we jarred up 12 jars for him. This morning I was putting it back in the box that you buy. He's like, you're giving them all to me? I'm like, yeah, that's who we made them for. He goes, oh, I thought I was just going to take half. I'm like, nope, go ahead. If I want to make some more, I'll make more. Like, this is for you. We were going to make some more candied jalapeno, but we just ran out of time. He went walking with his friends last night, so by the time they got home, it was 9 o'clock, and we still went, and we made some margaritas and went and sat by the campfire for a couple of hours. Then we came in and went to bed because they had to get up. It was like 11 by the time we went to bed. They had to get up, early. Well, we all had to get up early. And so we didn't have time to make any more. But I said, now we know next year, I'll prep. One, I'll plant way more jalapeno peppers plants. I didn't plant enough this year. Last year, I found that I planted a lot, and I made all this, what do you call it? Spice with it. I dehydrated them, and then I made spices, and I still have some, so it's like, I don't need any more, so I just made it so that we could have a few fresh, and yeah, I didn't have enough. So next year I said, I'm gonna plant a lot. Instead of green pepper, I planted a lot of green peppers this year, which they did okay. They didn't get very big, and that was my fault. I should have fed my plants a little bit more. But I think now where the schedule with the baby is more like consistent, I know I have every Thursday and Friday. Maybe now I can say every Thursday morning when I get up, before I start filming, I go and I weed the garden, I feed the garden, I tie up, I cut the bottom of the tomato plants, like if it grew again, I tie them up, like all that stuff, right? Weed. Spent like an hour in the garden, like get up at 7 or something, and because then it's cool, and water it or whatever, and have kind of a schedule. So I don't know, this summer was kind of off kilter for me, you know. Just kind of getting used to the routine. I know it's been like, it's going to be 6 months at the end of this month, but it's going to take me a while to get used to, you know, a 1-year-old. And from 11 to 16 months old, it's very different. Like now she walks, so man, I don't stop a lot. She started sleeping a whole lot better, like even at night, which is good for mama because she was getting exhausted. You know, the kid is 16 months old. She hasn't had a full night's sleep or sporadically here and there for the last 16 months. That's exhausting. And the last 6 months, it's going to be 6 months at the end of this month that she started back at work. So that's hard, right? You get up every morning and her job is not easy. She loves it, but it's still not easy. She works with autistic kids. She's really good at it, like really good. Within a month, she was training new staff. So she is really good. I don't know if I'm going to have enough to do all of them. I might not go get new ones. I might just do what I can with this, finish the package, you know, and then next time I'll do this. The great thing is this is actually for next week. I mean, we're Friday, so it's like not quite a week ahead, but and Kate's husband is having a procedure done. It was supposed to be next Monday, but it got pushed, which it would have been like, oh, this is my regular days to watch the baby, you know? So for me, it wouldn't have changed anything. But the new date it got pushed to, I'm going to have the baby Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday that week. I'm going to be dead tired, like dead tired. Oh my goodness. I don't know. I'm going to see if Dave can take, he still has tons of vacation days left and bank time. So maybe he can take a day off and at least one of the days, like, help. That's a lot. You know? That's 50 hours. A 50-hour week. And yes, I'm trying to film everything ahead, but chances are I'll probably have to get up at 6 o'clock in the morning. Like I told him, I said, I'll probably be able to do it a couple of days, but then after that, I'm going to be like, I'm going to sleep till 7, you know, and at least try to catch up on some sleep and stuff. And, oof, I'm going to be pooped. And it's not that she's, you know, but she's one. She's one, so the funny thing is, you know, there's some places I don't want her to go. Like we have a fireplace, like an electric fireplace, and the corners are sharp on that, right? So if I see her going towards there, I just say, no, we don't go there. And she turns around and then she claps for herself because she listened. Yay! So she does listen really good, but okay. There. I'm just gonna, next time I'll do those because there's no way I'm gonna finish this today. No way, no how. I plan on stopping at noon, I think. I don't know how long of a video that will be, but that's just what I'm gonna do today because I have a live at 1 and I'd like sometime in between, you know, give myself an hour to maybe eat something or make another coffee, prep. to get ready, you know. I don't know how long I'll do the live. Hopefully a little longer than an hour. But I still have probably a couple things I want to film after the live too. So I like to not be on too long because I have to get that done. And then after that, I'll work on, I don't know if I'm gonna cut the veggies today or if I'm gonna do that tomorrow. I don't know. I like to do everything today, right? Just get it done, but I don't know if I can do it. It's a lot of prep work at the time, but it saves so much time, you know, and because there was so many people here, I ended up using 3 big bags of veggies. So it basically cleaned us out of the veggies. So now we have to cut up a whole bunch, and we don't let them go to waste. So awesome. I started making meals for Mason too. Well, actually for Mason and Lexi, because it's so much easier for me for lunch than having to go, oh, I have to cook, you know, a lunch for her. So let's say if I make macaroni for us or shepherd's pie, I take out containers for her and containers for Mason. And I make a couple containers for her, a couple containers for Mason, and then we have our supper, you know? And then usually there's one left for Dave for his lunch the next day. And then I freeze it and I put the date on it. And so for Mason right now, I have lasagna, I have shepherd's pie, and I have fettuccine alfredo. I have 3 different meals. I think I have 7 meals for him right now. I think this weekend I'm going to try and make him some fruit ones. We have a bunch of fruits, and I'm going to, I wish I would have seen, but the pineapples were on for 99 cents the other day at that fruit stand that we like to go to, or fruit store. I'm going to look today and see if they have anything, because Dave and Mason are going biking after Dave is done work. So, and that fruit stand is right by Mason, so then he can grab whatever's on sale. Hopefully it's like something like that, like a fruit that I can cut up. Mangoes or pineapples, or we'll do the same thing next year. We'll be really vigilant. And maybe what I'll do is when they go on for $10, like for the strawberries, I'll say get 2. We'll take tonight and we'll just wash everything and freeze them. And then we can make, you know, fruit things so he can make smoothies. And then that way he can have a smoothie and one of the meals that I made him before hockey. And then, you know, he'll be nice. And so I think next, whenever I make macaroni next, I'll make him a few things of macaroni too. And I think I'm gonna make, oh, and that's the other thing we made, when we make the pickled jalapenos, I went and after that, I made fettuccine alfredo. What I had done was, while they went to the beach, I cut up all the chicken into slices, so it was ready to cook, right? And then when they were canning, like when they were water bath canning, I started cooking the fettuccine Alfredo. And I made 2 for Mason. There was some left over for Mason, and I made 2. But man, we noticed how feeding, well, I was gonna say feeding 2 extra people, but we did more than that. One night was 10. The other night was 2, 4, 6, 7. Last night was 7 again, because Katie came over with her husband and Lexi for supper. It's like, whew, groceries is like dwindling. But there we go. We had nachos last night, so but we buy our hamburger now. Like if I make spaghetti sauce, we buy the big packages from Costco. But in the $10 area, you can get 3 1-pound, so 3 pounds, but they're all separate already, like frozen, into like tubes for $10. So we'll get those, and then one of those is enough for me and Dave. And but I was cooking 2 and 3 at a time for everybody. So once a year thing that he comes home, so whatever. And I like the vanilla coffee beans from Costco, and I got him loving them. While the Costco where he lives, they don't have it, so we bought him 3 bags to take with him. And then I bought him those syrup bottles. I got 2 French vanillas and a caramel one. What else? Got him a bunch of different things. He started like binding books and stuff, like making his own sketchbooks. So I gave him a bone folder, you know, to fold the pages. He was just doing it like that. I said, oh, these are, like he's stitching them and stuff. So I said, oh, these will, oh my gosh, I'm finishing this one too. I said, this will make it easier. So I gave him a bone folder. Oh, I gave him a glass cup for iced coffee. So I gave him one of those. Just a bunch of stuff for him to take back. We had a bunch of like doggy bags, you know, like poopy bags. So we're like, you might as well take those. We kept 4 here because Katie sometimes will bring her dog. She usually has some, but just in case, you know. So we kept 4. There was like 20. So it's one less thing he has to get, right? Because they always have to pick up after the dogs. So one less thing he has to buy. Here we go. Oh, and yesterday, I don't know why he didn't try them before, but on the nachos, I put some of my baby tomatoes. I cut them up. See, when all the other things that we did, we kind of put everything in bowls and they can put whatever they want on them, on salads or whatever. Well, with nachos, we just kind of put everything on and then pick off what you don't want. You know what I mean? So it was like, he was like, oh my gosh, those tomatoes, they're so good. So when we went to the campfire, he took a few off and we washed them. We had brought stuff to wash. So that's 2 I'm gonna have to fill out. Oh, there's a little bit there. Is 21? Yeah, might as well finish those off. So this morning when I got up, I went and picked him quite a bit and put them in a baggie. And I said, there. I washed them and said, there, you can have a little snack while you're driving. So, and my garlic, I gave him a few garlics so he can, he loves cooking with garlic, so gave him a few garlics and there we go. It's like my mom was like, my gosh, you're making a lot of waffles. Like, what do you do with those? I said, oh my gosh, the kids, like Jessica takes some, Mason has them for breakfast before he goes to school because it's an easy breakfast, you know. Maybe not every morning, but it gives them, you know, that option. So let's do F. And Lexi loves them, so then Katie takes them. And like half an hour later, Katie comes over and she goes, oh Mom, by the way, I need waffles because I'm out. I'm like, yeah, I got tons. So, and that's 317, by the way, the F. Less than, you know, when Jessica comes over, she goes, oh, by the way, Mom, while Mason was here, I ate all his waffles. So do you have any more waffles? So I look at my mom. That's where all my waffles go. So between the two, I think they took 16 or 20 waffles each. And talking about that, I'm going to make another batch tonight. And make them tomorrow morning. I usually make them every Saturday morning. I don't like to do them during the week because during the week is, you know, I get up at 6 to work, and those take me about an hour. Eventually, I'm hoping to get like a 4 waffle maker, so then it'll save me a lot of time. My 2 waffle maker is time consuming, but I love the waffles too. Like sometimes I just feel like a snack at night and I'm like, oh, what could I eat? Oh, I could have a little waffle, you know? Fills me up. And oh, I gotta bake some bread today too. I made 2 breads, but they gotta be baked today. So I'll bake them both and maybe I'll freeze one. I want to try that anyway. Like once it's cooked, like to freeze it after and thaw it out and see what I think of it. If I don't like it, I'll make breadcrumbs with it, like not a big deal. Oh, and then yesterday he wanted to make basically deep fried pickles, but we actually did them in the air fryer because it's safer and way less mess. So we did that. Oh my gosh, I feel that's all I did was cook and cook and cook. He just wants all his favorites when he comes, right? So I said, oh, you know what? Next year we'll do sesame chicken. We didn't do it this year, but we did fettuccine Alfredo. And I did spaghetti. Probably do spaghetti every year because that's his ultimate favorite. And then with the spaghetti, I also made like for us, I guess, I did make the lasagna when they were here. Okay. Get these done. What books am I reading? I can tell you, I'm not reading a lot. I've just been so busy. I finished book 3 of the Murderbot series yesterday, and I started book 4 this morning. I only got 2 chapters in, so not very much. I have, what's it called? Butchers and Blackbird. I don't know, everybody was talking about it, but then when I read the warning at the beginning, I'm like, oh my, okay. I really didn't, pay attention what it was about. It's just that everybody was saying it was good. So I'm like, oh, okay. One more book for me to read, but I'm going to try it, but hopefully it's not too gory. We're going to do V, which is $8.90, which is a dark green, container 34. We'll try it. And then from the library, those two are from the library. And the other one that came in from the library is Summer Romance. So you know what? I stopped putting books on the library. I need to read books from, and I'm thinking of bringing down how many books I want to read to maybe 85. I think 100 is just too much. And especially where I have all these plans for other stuff I want to do, I just have so much time. And although reading is a relaxing thing, now when I go to bed, I don't stay up till midnight to read. I'm too exhausted, so I go to bed. It's like 10, 9:30, 10. I'm down for the count. I'm just pooped, So I am just exhausted. I don't have the hours to read, that I had before. So that's okay. 85 books in a year is still a lot. It's still a lot, And I'm at, 63, 64, but I'm like 3 or 4 books behind schedule. So I don't think I'm going to be making the 100. So I think I'm going to bring it down and kind of take that pressure off of me, because it shouldn't be about pressure, right? It's about enjoyment. And I really want to work on so we can release our physical products, and that's going to take a lot of prep. So a lot of prep. I don't know, maybe once, I won't be able to do 5 videos a week, maybe I'll bring it down to 3, or we'll see. I know the last week of September, I'm not going to get a lot done. We wanted to start that in September, and now I'm like, oh, I don't know, because that's going to be hard for me to do, So it might just be October now. So let's do T, which is 35. We'll do all the greens. Oof, my head is hurting all of a sudden. Okay, maybe I'll have to do another coffee or something. See, last night it was late because I didn't want to go to bed early. That's another thing. Like, I feel bad because I was going to bed early. Like 9:30, I was in bed. That's because I have to get up at 6. I tried to get as much done as I could before. I feel like I'm behind, you know what I mean? And I'm like, I don't know why I feel that way, because it's September 6th and I'm working on October videos for Patreon. But then things like, oh, I won't be able to do anything for a whole week at the end of September can pop up. So I'm like, oh, I'm so glad that I didn't procrastinate, because then what, Then what? So when I want to start doing the lives again, I enjoy them. So that takes time too away from being able to do prep work and stuff, right? Oop, and there's only two. Doop. So I gotta do these again because I ran out. So I kept those containers out. So I'm gonna fill them up before I put everything away. So next time, it'll be ready. I think that's the one that was empty, right? Oh, maybe not that one. 38, which is DMC 904. It was this one that was empty. Yes, 21. Okay. Good, I'll be able to get this one done. Then we'll do the black and we'll keep going. Okay. I mean, I've kind of had to lower my expectations for everything. Like I wanted to absolutely get this done, like this diamond painting, before the end of the year. And then I'm like, I have to do 2 a week for the rest of the year. And there's no way I can put 3 hours a week on this. Just no way, no how. You know? Oh, I started watching Hocus Pocus last year. If you've been with me for a while, you know that Hocus Pocus is my favorite movie of all time. And I know a lot of people don't like Hocus Pocus 2. I loved it. So I started watching Hocus Pocus 1, which I can only watch like 15, 20 minutes at a time. But I'm going to get it done. And because I didn't watch it last year, because I didn't have Disney Plus, because I didn't watch it last year, I'm going to watch it twice this year. So I'm going to watch Hocus Pocus 1, and then I'll watch Hocus Pocus 2. Then in October, I'll watch Hocus Pocus 1 again, and then I'll watch Hocus Pocus 2. I just love it. Love it, love it, love it. So I'll probably watch a little bit more of it tonight again. Oops, 2 more over here. I think the only thing we watch, which is not true, we're watching Big Brother, the American one. The Canadian one is over. We started watching that too. It's just that number 7, which is 310, right? Yeah. But whenever the American one is posted, we're watching that one live. Not live, but, you know, as soon as it's done recording, we'll watch it. And the Canadian one, I think we have like 7 episodes left to watch or whatever. And then we're watching The Amazing Race Canada. We're 1 episode behind on that one. So this week's episode, we didn't watch it because Josh was here and, you know, so we'll watch it. Maybe we'll watch that tonight, 1 show, and then I'll watch maybe 15, 20 minutes of Hocus Pocus, and then I'll go to sleep. Maybe I'll try to read 1 chapter tonight. 1 chapter. Last night I read half a chapter of the new book. I was just too tired. I was like, I'm going to try and read 1 chapter. Nope. Too tired. Too tired. I just put the book away and went to sleep. And my body's so used to waking up at 6. I woke up again at 5:45. And then that's when I watch. The little bit of YouTube that I watch is early in the morning like that. And then like for 15, 20 minutes, half an hour until I get up. And then again at night, I watch 15, 20 minutes at night. Kind of have to condense everything. Okay, I watch 15 minutes of this, read for half an hour. Trying to still do everything, but just in smaller doses, which it is what it is. That's the season of life that I'm in. Although, like my cousin said on my birthday, happy birthday. And I'm like, thank you. I never thought that I'd be changing a poopy diaper on my, how old am I? Oh man. Am I 58 or 59? I think I'm 58. I don't remember. I always say I'm older than, like 6 months before. So then when my birthday comes around, I'm like, yeah, I'm 58. Because I started saying I was 58 like in January. Do you know what I mean? So I'm like, what am I? 58. So here we go. Awesome. There we go. I think it hit me so hard with him leaving because of that horrible accident that happened to the NHL player, Johnny Gaudreau. Gaudreau. I don't know how he says his last name. He played for the Calgary Flames for years anyway. And I just is so heartbroken, for a family to lose 2 kids, like, together. Like, that's just, so sad. So sad. But I cried just as much last year, but maybe, I don't know. It was really sobbing today, like really. I didn't do it in front of him because I didn't want to make him, super sad. But oof, when I walked in the house, so sad. So sad. If it was 3 hours away, we could see each other so much more often, but 10 hours, like, that's far. And they have a small apartment, so it's not as if we could say, hey, because it's $400 in gas to get there and back. So if we could stay at his apartment, we could say, hey, we can take a long weekend, leave on Thursday, come back on Monday or Tuesday. And at least if we didn't have to pay for the hotel, we could make it so it's like a $600 or $700 trip, not like $1,200, $1,500 trip, And we do enough hotels with hockey. Oof. Okay, how much we have 20 minutes. Oh, what do we want to do? Let's do H. We'll probably finish with that 17, like it's all of that. Maybe not. Which is DMC 550. Beautiful purple. Reminds me of Halloweeny. I don't know, I'm super in the Halloween mood right now. Oh, so much. So much so. Oh, it's going to be so cute. If you're on my Patreon, I share videos of the baby on there. I don't want to do it here. You know, it's just too open to too much. But on my Patreon, I shared a video of her like laughing at pigs. Oh my goodness, it's so cute. She is obsessed with pigs, loves pigs. So Kate bought her a little piggy costume for Halloween. Too cute. Too cute. So it's awesome. Okay. So I'm in the mood to scrapbook, like all the fallish things. I was hoping that we'd be able to go to the apple orchard while he was here and take family photos. I don't think we took any photos at all. Like it's, like last year, you know, we went something, you know, we went hiking. We did like stuff. Did nothing this year. And I know it's because, like I said, car broke down by the time they came. Like, because I was going to get, like, Pat's mom to take Lexi one of the days, you know, so that, yes, he could have a day that he spent with her all day. And then another day we could have went, or we could have even taken her, you know, whatever. Just makes it a little harder, but she works in the school system. She's a TA. So she went back to school this week, you know. So I had no options. No options. Okay. Ah. A year is a long time. So it made me think too, you know, if it was my grandkids that live that far away, oh my goodness, like a year, they would change so much in a year, you know. I know during hockey, like everybody, like the parents were like, oh my goodness, like you guys come to all these practices and all these games, like in away games, and you know, I'm like, yeah, I don't want to miss anything. Nothing. I don't want to miss nothing. You know, I even stopped going to away crops because I'm like, I don't want to miss. You know, I went once and, you know, he had scored like 2 goals in one game and he was like, Mammy, you missed it. I mean, it's not as if he never scores, but it's still like every goal is, he's a D, so, you know, they don't have the opportunity that the forwards do. Although Mason last season, he got 19 goals, 21 assists, and there's like 16 or 17 players on it. 17 players. And he finished 6th overall for points. 6th. He's a D. He finished 1st for the Ds for points and for plus and plus minus. He finished number 1. Numero uno. So, I have a wicked headache. Hope it goes away. I'm gonna have to take like Advil or something, because doing a live with a headache, not fun. Maybe what I'll do is I'll just finish the H's and we'll finish it there for today. And then I can, I mean, it's already 46, so it might be 11 anyway. I was just gonna say that way. The Aleve, oh, there's a little burr on that one. The Aleve will have time to kick in before 1. If I have a headache, I don't want to cancel, but if I have a headache, I'll probably just do the 1 hour though. Okay. This done. Oh, the other day I started saying that the baby sleeps quite a bit. So the night before, she's been sleeping for about 3 weeks at night now. But the night before, she was up for a total of 4 hours. So she must be cutting teeth or something. Anyway, so the next day, because Josh was here, I couldn't put her in her crib because it was there. So I put her to sleep in my room. And I just put her on my bed. And I put 2 pillows. And then I just laid down beside her. And I'm like, well, you know, usually that's when I would do stuff around the house, you know, but I'm like, I can't do that. So I ended up editing a few videos. I drew my sketches for October. I got the calendar done for October for Patreon. In October, we're going to play with gesso. Oh, I forgot to do all those. Not gesso, gelatos. So, and before I even start, I like to, oh, okay, I'm going to do this with the gelatos, and I'm going to do that. So then what I end up doing, oh, and by the way, that's what I'm going to do after the live, I think, is, you know, pick the kits, pick the colors for the gelatos and the technique, and divide it into my trays. The We Are Memory Keeper, the one with the trays. I'm going to put in the kits on that with the gelatos, with the, you know, the first one is going to be gesso and gelatos. So I put everything on the trays so that when I'm ready to go and I cut up the digital files, like everything's all ready. So when I go upstairs to work, it's like, boom, that's ready. It's just done. I just pick up the kit and I start making the page. And so that's what I'm going to do after the live. I have to do that. So I got that done. I got the banner done for the live and scheduled the live for Friday for YouTube. I got the banner done for the Patreon live for October. September was already done and all that. But I got the banner done for October. I got the live done up. So now that's all ready. So when I, you know, upload the Make a Page Kit 2 for the live, that's where I put the link. So it'll be all ready. I can just go copy the link and just save it on Patreon. And it's just done. I got that done. I planned the 5 pages that I'm going to do because in October, every few months, there's 5 Tuesdays. So that means that you end up with an extra video on those months. So in October is one of those months. So I planned for the 5 videos and got that done. I did a few days before I had done the Make a Page Kit for October. So I ended up editing that video, uploading it. No, I couldn't edit the whole thing. It takes a bit of time to upload it to your computer. You know, go in iMovie, get it all set up. And then I have to edit like the actual sound of it or whatever. But I couldn't do that because she was sleeping. But at least I got everything all set up. And then, when was it? One night where they went out and did something, I ended up just editing all those videos. And then I put them up on Vimeo, so they're all ready to go. They're not on Patreon yet. I have to put it up on Vimeo first, and usually I get them all up on Vimeo, and then it takes me about 1.5 to 2 hours to move everything over, not move, but copy and get all the posts done for Patreon. So, but I try to get as much done, especially right now where I'm ahead. I'll try to get them all done all at once and post all the posts at once. And then that way, everything's all ready. And I don't have to worry about, oh, tomorrow is Tuesday, you know, it's time to put the technique. So like next month is going to be gelatos. And on Thursdays it's sketches, you know. Wednesdays it's the digital files, and I just do everything all at once because it'll be 2021, so 2022, 2023, 2024. So it's been 3.5, almost 4 years. And I can honestly say that I never went into the next month and said, oh, I'm sorry, you know, the video's not ready. Now it happened once, can't remember what happened. It was a couple days because I put out a calendar and I, you know, pretty much stick to that. And there's one time instead of Thursday, it went up like on Friday or Saturday, one time. It was not even in the next week. But I've been on a few other people's Patreons, and it's like sometimes they're like a month late. Oh, you know, I'm late, so next month. And I'm like, nope, don't want to start that. You know, you start being late. I'm very kind of meticulous for that kind of stuff anyway. Even everything is all labeled, everything. You know, if you want to know what I did in January of 2021, everything is labeled and tags and, you know. So let's say if I do gelatos number 1, next to it, I'll put October 2024. So everything's all, I like everything organized, and I can find things easily too. Oh, and I posted the poll for November because I like to post the polls. Number 10, did I finish that container? I don't think so, eh? No. Is that it? Oh, maybe I didn't do this one. I don't remember doing this one. Let's do that. And then possibly this will be the last one. Yeah, that's it. This will be the last one, and then I'll go take some Aleve or Tylenol. I don't know if we have Aleve left. I know we were getting pretty low. It's gonna have to go on the list to get. On the list to get. Okay. There. And I think this is the last video I have had to film and edit for next week's video. So up till the 13th, once this is done, all the videos are already uploaded on YouTube. So yes. Now I'm starting on the week after. I started on the organizing videos this morning. I have to do the voiceover for the color with me, and I have to do the voiceover for the scrapbooking, because the last page I did with that Saturday that I just did a bunch of layouts. I think I'm gonna do that again. I didn't do it real time. By that point, I was like, I don't know what else to say. So I'm just going to, I am just going to do a voiceover for that one. So the videos are done. I just need to do the voiceover. Okay, let's do R, and then we'll be done. What's R? Number 4, because it's all the purple, so I won't have to do the purples when I come back. Technically, I said I was going to go till 11, and I have 4 minutes left. So this is DMC 208. So we'll get this done, then we'll be done. Oh, I think I'm happy with the amount I got done today. Oof, that was crooked. So thanks for hanging out with me. It kind of put me in a better mood. I was so sad, as you saw at the beginning of the video. I was so sad. Oh my gosh. I told him, I said, because he doesn't really like doing FaceTime videos, and I'm like, buddy, you have to do them more often with me, bud. Like, I need them. I need them, you know? So. Okay, so. Plus we need to have more meetings about, okay, you know, what you got done, and I got to keep him on track a little bit more. Okay. Okay, so that's it. So I just want to say thank you again for being here with me today. But if you're new to my channel, don't forget to hit subscribe. If you're enjoying these videos, if you wouldn't mind giving me a thumbs up, leave me a comment down below. And I want to thank you so much for watching. Bye.